Hey, I'm Matt Wallace, and I'm your gold buying expert. I'm going to teach you how to test, weigh, and determine the value of any piece of gold, silver, or platinum. So let's get right into this. And just for those of you watching, if you see this little black thing on me here, that's actually my wireless microphone. I tried to make it a little more discreet, but it was making way too much noise, so it's just going to be hanging out on me for the video here. And I'm going to be using this whiteboard. It's a lot easier as I'm describing these things to write some of them down so that you can also see it as I tell it to you, and it's there for reference for you if you want to write it down. I apologize already for my handwriting. I will try to make it as legible as possible for you. So let's get right into this. I mean, one of the things, you know, when you first start buying gold, you'll learn very quickly that there's different carats to gold. We have what's called 10 karat gold, 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold. There is a little bit of 16 karat gold, 22 karat gold, and every once in a while pure gold. So what do these mean? Like I said, we have 10 karat, 14 karat, 18 karat, 22 karat, and 24 karat. Now I'll just get rid of these little comments here. So the different purities of gold actually stand for how much gold is in the given item. And you can determine this by a very simple mathematical equation. If you take 24, which is pure gold, or in the business 999, possibly 49, is as good as it gets. We never get to 100%, but that's considered pure gold. Well, 10 karat gold is literally just 10 over 24. When you do this math, it comes out to be 41.6% gold. So theoretically, 10 karat gold should be exactly 41.6% gold. Just as 14 karat gold should be 58.3% gold. And it goes down the list. 18 karat is 75% gold. 22 karat is, I believe, 91.6% gold. And then, like I said, there is a little bit of 16 karat. And the reason why I didn't put it up here is you don't come across it much. We don't have it much in jewelry. Generally, that's the carat that you use to calculate dental crowns, because back the older ones, mind you, I just want to preface this, I'll get into more detail, but the yellow gold ones are about 16 karat. The newer ones that are white have a little more platinum, palladium in them. We'll get into that in more detail. But 16 karat is what they use for that, which comes out to, you know, be 66% gold, or is what it should be. Now, the thing about, actually going back to these, what do we use these for? So 10 karat gold jewelry is mainly used in lower end jewelry. You'll find it in a lot of items that have semi-precious gemstones, or you're trying to make more affordable items because it's got a lower content of gold, therefore it's easier to, or cheaper to manufacture. In the United States, 14 karat is our most popular carat. You'll find it in everything from fine jewelry, even really high-end custom work sometimes is done in 14 karat, even into more entry-level items. 14 karat is very, very popular. 18 karat is generally higher-end stuff, more designer houses like Tiffany, Van Cleef & Arpels. They'll make things in 18 karat white or yellow gold. A lot of European designers use 18 karat gold as well, so you will come across a lot of it as you buy. But it's really mainly going to be these three. 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat gold is what you're going to come across. And the pieces that you're going to come across will be stamped 10K, like, literally on a ring or a pendant. And with rings, you'll have it right on the inside here, on the inner part of the ring will be stamped either like 14 karat, just like that, or for some reason, don't ask me why, with jewelry they'll use 585. They don't use 583. but for 14 karat they use 585. With 10 karat, you'll have a 10K stamp. Generally, it's really only 10K. Every once in a while, you will see a 416 stamp. Very rarely, though. It generally will only see the 10K marking on it. You will see this more often, though, a 585 stamped in a piece of jewelry or on a necklace chain. And so that's kind of what you're looking for. The same thing with 18K. It can be done 18K, or, and this is actually quite common, especially with European pieces, you will find it stamped 750 for 75% gold. And I'm going to get some of this erased here so I have a little bit more room again to keep writing. Now, and as I said, the math is the same way. 22 over 24, it goes through the whole thing. Why do they even alloy gold down? Why do we have to have 10 karat gold, 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold? It really comes down to durability and strength. When we make jewelry, we need to last. You know, when you're giving someone a diamond ring, they expect that ring to last, the pendant not to fall apart. You don't like, you know, people don't like when their jewelry bends or dings up really easily. And gold is extremely soft and extremely malleable. In fact, 1 ounce of pure gold can be drawn into a wire so fine that it's actually over a mile long. It is extremely malleable. So when we alloy it down, we alloy it with either nickel, silver, or copper mainly. Those are the 3 things they mainly alloy it down with. And depending on whether you use more nickel, copper, or silver, that will change the color. That's where you get yellow gold versus white gold. On white gold, they're going to use more nickel. On yellow gold, they're going to use a bit more of a balance between nickel and copper. And then they even have things called green gold, which they actually use more of the silver. And then you have rose gold, which is a higher concentration of copper. So those are all the things that you use to alloy the gold down with. But the reason why, like I said, is durability. You know, so that 14 karat gold is a tremendous, is so much stronger than pure gold. It's unreal. I mean, if you set a diamond in pure gold, it would not take long before that diamond popped out. I mean, it would only take one whack against a counter or a door, and it would just push it right out because the gold's so soft and malleable. The 14 karat increases that strength and allows it to take a, you know, more of a harsher beating. And then, you know, the difference between 14 karat and 10 karat, like I said, is cost, and the difference between 14 karat and 18 karat is a little bit more prestige. Now, when you get into 22 karat, this is more found in like Middle Eastern items, and generally it's not found in like really fine detailed jewelry where you have a bunch of little stones set and where there's going to be a lot of fine detail. What you usually find it in is like a gold bracelet, a larger, thicker gold chain. They may have detail work on it, but you'll notice that the detail work is pretty, it's got a lot of pattern and mixture to it, so that if even something gets bent or a little distorted, you don't really notice it. And that's what you'll find for 22 karat. 16 karat, like I said, not used in jewelry, really only dental is what I've ever used 16 karat for. So I'm going to erase most of this here because it's pretty self-explanatory what they are, the way you'll see the stamps inside the piece. And we're going to move on here to silver and the different purities. We use the term carat with gold, but with silver and platinum, and we'll write silver up here, and just plat. That's usually how it'll be stamped. The silver, the most popular, hands down, is sterling silver, which is 92.5% silver, oftentimes stamped just 925. Now with silver, this is going to be what you're going to find. Jewelry, flatware, almost everything you're going to come across is going to be sterling silver. It's going to either be stamped 925 or it's going to say sterling. With flatware sets, they're going to oftentimes literally just put the word sterling on there. And where that's going to be is on the back of a fork or on the back of the spoon. You will, when you flip it over, it'll say, as I like to use the example, Wallace, Sterling, or Gorham, or Reed and Barton, one of those big companies will put the word Sterling right next to it. If it doesn't have Sterling on there, 99% chance it is just silver plated. Lots of people will tell you they have a sterling silver flatware set. In all reality, is just silver plate. It will say sterling if it is actually solid silver. Now on a knife, the interesting things about the knives in those sets is that the blade is stainless steel. Only the handle, is sterling. To top it off, they fill the handle with either placer, beeswax, or lead. Usually one of those three things. So when you hold the knife, it seems extremely heavy. But I'm going to give you just the real quick down and dirty for sterling silver flatware. That the knife handles just weigh 1/2 ounce of actual sterling silver, no matter what it weighs. The knife, if that knife weighs 50 grams or that knife weighs 70 grams, it is a 1/2 ounce. 15 grams of sterling silver is what you're going to base it on. Sometimes you'll win and it'll be 18, 19 grams. Every once in a while it'll be like 13. But it is really pretty much just a 1/2 ounce of sterling silver. And you're probably wondering how to get this off or what you're going to do. It is an extremely destructive process, so you're not going to do it in front of the customer. That's why you have to come up with just a standard basis of use. 1/2 ounce for every single knife blade. And because like the way to get it off is, I mean, it's you can take bolt cutters and literally cut it right where the stainless steel meets the sterling silver and cut that right off. I know people who take linoleum knives because they have that big hook. You go to a hardware store, get a linoleum knife, and put the sterling silver knife handle. If this is the knife handle, we'll put it in a vise, and then they use the linoleum hook to hit it with a hammer and peel that silver right across, and peel that silver open. It's just going to take a while for you to choose the method you like. The other one that I know is you can set it on the ground and you take a big 1-inch wide chisel and a hammer and just hit it, and it will split the knife handle open and allow you to remove the plaster that's inside of it.